good morning, good evening, good day, whatever time it is where you are. Hello. Today I am going to flip through the cards and read all of the meanings that are in the Fairy Oracle Guidebook. Now, this is in case you don't have the guidebook, but you have the cards. I'll flip quickly through the guidebook as well, in case you just want to take a little read in here instead. But if you just want to hear all of the meanings, I will be reading those for you. So, yeah. And if you're here and want to watch this video, don't forget to give my like button down below a little tickle. I would really appreciate that. And if you like content like this, do consider subscribing and tap the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. I try to do that every single week. So that was all of the card meanings. We have some spreads here, and then we go into a new language. So that's everything that's in the guidebook. Now let's flip through the cards and let me read all of the meanings and stories for you. Card 1, Connections. Under the water, the Undines learn and play. A young Undine wears a shell on their head. To their left, an Undine kneels, keen on watching the youth play. Her black hair flows up in the waters. A school of fish swim through the waters overhead. And the meaning of this card. This is a card of connections, of learning how to associate to the world around you. Play is key in this card, for the child learns through touch and interactions. They use their intuition to instinctively understand the world around them. Now it is your turn to connect to the waters of life and grow your connections to the world around you. Card 2, Observation. The man preens and gestures. He appears well off and is engaged in important business. He wears fancy clothing and a large white hat with a long white feather plume. He is not too keenly aware of his surroundings, for a group of birds roost above him. Off to the left, sitting in a nest, is a bird knitting a sock. Down below, a baby bird, freshly hatched from its blue egg, seems to copy the motions of the man. Meaning of this card. Use your senses to really observe the world around you. Know your audience and cater to their needs. What you see is what you get. Don't ignore those around you. They may have knowledge to share if you just notice them. 3, Night Watch. Ghostly figures float through the night skies. They look down upon the land dwellers, moving silently among the rocks. This is the night watch, and they guard and protect you while you sleep. They see all. The meaning of this card. There are times when we don't feel secure, that the world may be falling apart. Look at the night watch and know that despite what you are feeling, you are safe and secure. They will protect you from the unknown. You have a close support system. Card 4, Offerings. The good folk rise up from the waters to offer the girl a boon. Their long spiny fingers brush the object high into the air. She hovers at the edge of a cliff, watching with rapt curiosity. She wears a kerchief around her head, giving the illusion she is in touch with her inner knowings. Meaning of this card. Now is the time to take hold of the unexpected offering that is coming your way. The world is giving you exactly what you need right now. Push aside all doubts and reach out for what is yours. It is exactly what you need right now. Card 5. Tribe. A small band of fairies walk in a misty wood. They laugh, talk, and make merry in each other's presence. One holds a small flower lantern, lighting the way, while the last fairy seems to guard their backs. Meaning of this card. Everyone has a tribe of friends they know have their backs. If you have drawn this card, it's reminding you to reach out to them and speak with them. Get together with your tribe and make plans to have some fun and celebrate your connection to them. Card 6. Siren's Song. Heed the sound of the siren song. Listen as they play and sing, and take what you hold dear and give it to the fairies. 3 women gather at the edge of the shore, one fully clothed, one partially dressed, and one naked. The allure of the song brought them here, and now they give back to the old folk. Meaning of this card. This card is a warning. Beware of the siren song. What you may be offered might not be what you want. Think about what is going on and make sure the situation you find yourself in is truly what you want. Be aware of what you are being asking to give away of your own as well. Card 7. Gifts. It may surprise you to know that St. Nicholas is indeed one of the good folk. The jolly old elf, he loves bringing gifts to all the good children every winter's eve. He's not alone in his endeavor. Many tiny fairies hang off his cloak with packs of their own. All are ready to spread cheer around the world. The meaning of this card. If you have drawn this card, it is time to ask yourself, what generosity can you gift and give to other people? Are you receiving more than you are giving? Perhaps it's time to give back to those who have supported you. Card 8. Revolution. In every age, a revolution happens. For the Victorians, the rise of the Industrial Revolution heralded a time of fear and worry for the old ways. The construction of skyscrapers, of smokestack, and of machines threatened to tear the very fabric of imagination away. Thankfully, the fear was only just that, for the good folk are still here. The meaning of this card. It always feels darkest before the new dawn. Revolution can be a scary moment. Embrace the change, but hold true to your ideals. Be wary of what comes. Rage against the dying of the light. Hold up your candle to the dark and light the way through the wilds. Card 9. Enticement. A young man wearing a brim hat leans out towards a maiden crouched against a tree. She appears fearful, shying away from him. 2 fairy maidens hold the young man's arms, attempting to sway him over to their desires. There is a subtle seduction at play here. The meaning of this card. If you have received this card, you are being encouraged to leave behind the familiar, moving on to the world of something more. What is drawing you to the new realm? Embrace the change to do something new. Card 10. Christening. This is a special time. A dedication ceremony is happening. A new baby receives their name. All have gathered around to celebrate. Music plays in the background, and there are offerings to be made to all the folk. Meaning of this card. This is an auspicious card. You are being taken care of by those around you. This is a wonderful time to celebrate yourself, your compassions, new life, and projects you are working on. Use this time to show gratitude for all that you've accomplished and done. Card 11. Secrets. A fairy and her companion sits between the roots of a great tree. They share an important moment, something no one else can hear. Meaning of this card. This is the important times to share secrets with others and to go deeper with your associations of others. This card is all about sharing secrets with those you trust. Sometimes the secret can help lighten up your load and brighten your day. Fairies love sharing secrets. In fact, many collect secrets and use them as bartering to trade for other services and goods. Card 12. Rehearsal. A group of fairies practice their symphony. A large book has been propped up in the center of the clearing so everyone can see their parts. Some fairies play instruments, while others lend their voices into the melody. The meaning of this card. As any musician knows, practice is the key to success. This card advises you to practice your craft, whether it be music, writing, or visual arts. Review what you know and take time to think about what may be missing from the project you're currently working on. Card 13. Danger. Two warring factions meet high in a darkened sky. Fairy warriors, veil, bows, and staffs, rushing in to meet the bats threatening their homes. The meaning of this card. Send out the troops. This is a time for physical engagement, for defending your own rights, and for protecting the valuables. It is the time to stand up to danger lurking around. Combative force may be necessary at this time. Stand your ground and don't back down. This is a hard lesson to take, but danger does appear in life and must be met and dealt with promptly. Card 14. Enlightenment. Fair Helena stands in the reeds, the sun casting halos around her hair. She is the one who takes the time to think, to really understand what the nature of being human means. She desires the highest form of love and ends up rejecting anything that does not meet up to her expectations. As a result, she is alone, yet is surrounded by caring individuals. The meaning of this card. If you have drawn this card, you are being asked to think about where you are going. Look at the higher sources to guide your inner compass. Allow epiphanies to come. Realize the wisdom received and acknowledge its origin. Card 15. Defense. A bumblebee pushes off from the flower on the thistle bush. It hovers mid-air. Nearby, a startled fairy lingers. He has his spear at the ready, standing guard. Time seems to slow down. Trouble is brewing, and neither wants to hurt the other. The meaning of this card. This card asks you to take a defensive stance. Be aware of your surroundings. Take preventative measures and be prepared. You never know what lurks in the brambles. Perhaps smooth passing can be negotiated, perhaps not, but you have to be the judge. Card 16. Flights of Fancy. A fairy gives the baby a ride of their life. High above the trees they glide, enjoying each other's company. The fairy holds tight to the baby's legs, securing the child to her back. This is a joyful card, one of endearing trips and moments spent with someone you care about. It's time to take a chance, break out from your daily mold, and allow your imagination to fly free. Trust in yourself and be open to new possibilities. Flights of fancy, like daydreams, give us the input we need to climb higher. Card 17. Rest. In a darkened room, a child sleeps soundly in a cradle. The curtains are drawn around the parent's bed. It is time for sleep, to give the body a rest, to let the mind dream of new worlds and new ideas. 2 gargoyles have been carved into the tops of the bed. They keep watch over the family as they dream. The meaning of this card. Rest is the treasured component of any spiritual quest. If you have drawn this card, it is time to take a break. Finish what you are doing and step away for a bit. It is time to sleep. Perchance to dream. Give yourself a break. Card 18, Rejection. A man wearing a top hat passes along his morning walk. The fairies creep out from their hiding places, whispering memories to him. He holds up a hand. No more, he seems to say. He does not have the time or desire to hear their stories or their songs. He has grown up and is beyond their reach now. The meaning of this card. Rejection is a part of life. There are so many options in the world, and you cannot say yes to all of them. Learning to distinguish what you want from the chatter of what you don't want is a meaningful skill to learn. This card reminds you to cultivate your resources, to say no to things you do not have the time for or no longer actually need. Card 19, Progress. A fairy queen advances through the night like a moon-touched bride. A host of fairies surround her. Beautiful, childlike maidens of honor carry lanterns to enlighten her steps, while winged fairies' children hold her coat so that it doesn't touch the ground. She is truly dressed like a bride, her pale face looking forward to an enchanted future. She merrily walks onward by her own steps, without fear but anticipation. The meaning of this card. This is a card of direction. It encourages to progress forward, to create your own light, to make your steps safe, and to not lose trust in the incoming future. Your center won't be in the present, but in the act of becoming. Every step forward will be like a kind of magic. Card 20, Demise. A hole from the surface causes unexpecting fairies to tumble down onto the hard, dark surface below. One horned Pan is just now understanding his predicament. Without a secure route to head out, the fairies must band together or face their demise, just like the skeletons surrounding them. The meaning of this card. Another cautionary card. Demise warns you to watch your step. Be careful, be mindful of your surroundings, otherwise you might meet your downfall. Card 21, Fond Farewell. It is late in the evening as two worlds collide for perhaps the last time. An elderly gentleman binds fond farewell to his fairy companions in a misty field. There's a sense that he is leaving this world and moving on to the next. And while he's never forgotten the good folk, he must say goodbye once more. The meaning of this card. Fond farewells are never easy. If you have drawn this card, you are being asked to let go of something. This is the only way you can clear yourself so you can move forward towards the next realm. Card 22, Righteous. Two fairies hover against springtime flowers. They preen, their chest puffed out. Who are they presenting to? They seem to be self-indulging in the moment, not allowing any external presence to disturb their ritual. The meaning of this card. Being righteous is to understand the rules of society and to know your place within it. If you have drawn this card, you are being asked to put your best appearance forward, be at your best, and truly know your own greatness. Card 23, The Collector. A tiny puka peeks out from the leaves of a tulip. Something shiny has caught his eye. He wears shiny baubles around his neck and has a long feather tucked in his magnificent hairdo. A heavy cloth bears the weight of the pouch at the side of his hip. He wears only one shoe. Is this because he collected only one? The meaning of this card. The collector knows what he wants to own. If he has come to you, be on the lookout for your next addiction. Choose wisely, Make sure this is something you desire. And above all, don't lose your shoe. Card 24. Delight. A child chases a kite being pulled by a flight of swallows. The long tail spins and turns as the child rushes from the left to the right in their attempt to grab a hold of it. They do not notice the rosebush jutting out from the ground behind them. The meaning of this card. Finding true moments of pleasure is a rare gift indeed. Delight reminds us to move towards what places a smile on our face. If you show up and smile, the world seems a lot brighter. No matter how dark the world appears, you can hold on to this one moment of joy. Let it spark the flames inside for more. Card 25. Re-evaluation. A baby stands in the water of a lake. The tattered strands of a kite entangles his body. The kite is heavy and keeps the child from moving on his own. Two swans rush in to help remove the strings, freeing him from his imprisonment. The meaning of this card. There comes a time in your life when you need to reevaluate your choices in order to make better decisions. The time is now. Be aware of what is going on around you. Don't let yourself get caught up in too many things. Reevaluate your position and get help from those you trust when you get stuck. Card 26. Balance. A fairy gently dances across the strand of a spider's web. An insect kneels behind her. A spider plays on a cello off to the right of the web. Beneath her appears a secondary web, a safety net, to catch the fairy if she falls. The meaning of this card. Life is full of moments where we are asked to balance ourselves. We balance between work and play, taking time for ourselves and being with friends, and the list goes on. If you have drawn this card today, find your balance on the rope of life. Uncover what is out of balance and what you need to set yourself straight again and keep going. Card 27. Supported. A small pack of fairies holding lanterns on sticks carefully cross the ground between two trees. Dark and mimicking faces peer out from the trees, eyes watching them as they pass. A single owl perches on a branch high above, watching them, protecting them as they make their way through the land. The meaning of this card. Being supported by those you care about is a great feeling. Follow your true light, that inner voice calling out to you which asks you to stay on your path. Keep your heart's path and your support team will follow you. Card 28. Shared Wishes. A well-dressed gentleman bends down towards a young child. He holds a dandelion in one hand. His lips are pucked as he pushes air across the delicate flower, blowing the seeds off into the wind. Down below, the child counts on their fingers the number of wishes they desire to make. Will they all come true? Only time can tell. The meaning of this card. Wishing on dandelions has been around for a long time. It is said that when you pick one and blow, you can receive any wish your heart desires. When you do make a wish, share it with someone you care about. Let them in on what you desire. Perhaps they can help you attain all that you desire. Card 29. Personal Celebration. A boy blows his panpipes while sitting on a mushroom. Down beneath him, a crowd of fairies dance and honor the moment along with him. The sky dims, suggesting this party has been going on for a long time. The meaning of this card. You are an amazing being who has done incredible things in your life. Revel in who you are and what you have accomplished. Share these achievements with those around you. Your friends will be there to cheer for you. Card 30. Distraction. While the small fairy turns his back on the baby, a group of pixies have lifted the child up and away, out of harm's reach. What caught the fairy's attention? And will he be able to capture the baby again and bring them back with him? The meaning of this card. Distractions are a part of life. They remind us to be mindful of our actions and what we are doing. Follow your true path or you'll be carried away. Make sure you limit the interruptions going on around you. Find your focus to achieve your goals. Card 31. Gossip. Two children are talking. The boy in the red hat is boasting and the fairy is listening to all the tall tales and the lies the boy shares with his female companion. The meaning of this card. No one likes a gossip. Be aware of what you say and who you say it to. This card suggests you be truthful to yourself and others. Be aware of those listening when you're least expected. If you are too focused on being the center of attention, you'll miss something important happening right in front of you. Card 32. Teachers. A girl bundled in a heavy coat looks up at the wooded creatures standing around her. They lean down, as if they are giving her some meaningful wisdom. She appears to be taking their teachings to heart. The meaning of this card. Teachers are all around us, in the wind, in the trees, in the creatures skittering across the lands. This card asks you to seek knowledge from the unusual sources. Nature has much to share. All you have to do is to listen. Card 33. Community celebration. Many nymphs dance around a tree, holding on to one each-other's hands as they spin. They know the value of having a good party with friends and loved ones. Off to one side, a maiden bends over laughing. The meaning of this card. Time to throw a party with your tribe. Celebrate a community goal and share it with the world. You and your group have put in a good effort. Card 34. Punishment. Fairies pull on the hair, clothing, and hat of a young girl. She must have done something to deserve this unwanted attention. Perhaps this is the good folks' way of teaching spiteful children a lesson. The meaning of this card. Be true to yourself or pay the price. Gift givers can always take the rewards back if you do not seem to appreciate them. If you draw this card, think about what got you into this sticky situation and how you can make amends to get yourself out of it. Card 35. Take flight. A coven of witches takes flight in the stormy weather. Wispy cats dart in and around their brooms. The more seasoned witches navigate the turbulent winds with caution, while the younger witches take delight in the adventure. One witch does not seem to be as sure-footed as his friends because he holds on to his broom with trepidation. The meaning of this card. Be your own navigator through the rough times. Trust the path you set out on. You know you can get past this storm. Let this card guide you through the hardships you endure. Card 36. Rejoice. Many fairies float in the air, playing with the will-o'-wisps surrounding them. They speak with the dragonflies and each other and seem to be having a wonderful time with one another. The meaning of this card. This card is a wonderful omen to receive. Rejoice and celebrate with your tribe. You have worked hard and done so much. Know that bad times will pass and the good will return. You are in the moment. Let the wild rumpus happen. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And as I said, do give the like button a little tickle down below. Subscribe, tap the bell, whatever you feel called to do. I really appreciate all of your support. That's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and magical day. Bye!